Hey everyone! Today we will be looking at EQuivocate, the brand new plugin from Newfangled Audio. EQuivocate allows you to quickly and easily improve the tone of your recordings in a way that should always sound natural. The plugin contains extremely useful features, including Match EQ, which will smoothly mimic the tonality of another track with the push of a button. EQuivocate uses 26 auditory filters which match the critical bands in the human ear, also known as the Mel scale. This allows for tonal adjustments that sound incredibly transparent. The center of the plugin includes the gain sliders and input and output meters for each band. This allows you to draw a curve, or by turning off the Draw Curve section, focus in on one band, Command drag to fine-tune the band, manually enter a value, or Option click to reset the band. You can even reset all bands at once. The area behind each slider shows the input and output level. These meters correspond to the dB scale to the left of the sliders and act as a spectrum display for your ears. You can turn all meters off by toggling the meters button in the preset bar. Below the gain sliders are the filter bank display and band center frequencies. You can reset each band center by dragging the frequency up or down, or by typing in a value. When moving the filter center frequencies, sometimes individual bands can collapse to have no width. You can remove these bands by clicking the minus button. You can also insert a new band to the right of any existing band by clicking the plus sign. If the bands are no longer spaced on the Mel scale, you can reset them by clicking the Mel button, or toggle back to your custom spacing by clicking the custom button. Alternatively, you can set the total number of bands with the auditory filter bank drop-down control, which will reset your custom spacing and equally distribute the chosen number of bands on the Mel scale. Finally, you can solo any individual band or multiple bands by holding the command button and clicking. Let's get into the Match EQ feature of EQuivocate. Right now, we have a drum track that is routed to the sidechain input of EQuivocate on a synth track. By clicking the Match EQ button, the individual bands of EQuivocate will learn the difference between the sidechain input levels and the bands levels and adjust themselves to match. By adjusting this percentage, you can set the amount of match, even using negative percentages to allow this track to complement the other. When you're generally satisfied, turn Match EQ off to lock in the settings. From here, you can fine-tune the settings to your liking. We'll also add an additional rhythm track and use Match EQ to have it complement the rest. EQuivocate also has an input and output section which show peak and RMS meters for each channel, as well as a peak hold meter which can be reset by clicking. The input section has an input level control which can be set with the mouse or be typed in by double-clicking. The output section has an auto button which tells EQuivocate to automatically match the perceived loudness to the input no matter the EQ settings. It makes these calculations assuming wideband audio, but the results may be signal dependent. If you prefer to set the output level manually, you can toggle the output level control to manual mode. From here, you can set the output level to taste. Download EQuivocate and take advantage of this incredibly useful mixing tool.